beautiful day.
Okay, Finn, so this tree is of interest to us, isn't it, now? Because we've come with a shopping list today.
Yeah.
And this is on our shopping list. So what have we found here?
We found some dead standing birch tree.
Yeah, so it's long since rotten away.
Yeah.
So the core's gone, but what's this on the outside?
Birch bark.
And why did you point out that this would be useful to collect?
Because if it's wet, you could still light a fire with wet birch bark because it's got lots of oil in it. You're only allowed to come to a dead birch tree because it doesn't have any bud and it's not living. Because if you peel all the bark around a living birch tree, the birch tree will die.
Exactly, you'll kill the tree. So we know this tree is long since dead.
Yep.
So we can harvest this. So Daddy's going to start with a knife cut. So we're going to drop down there, being really careful. And then we'll get that started there. So wait a second, wait. There we go. That peels off. It almost peels off like paper, doesn't it? Come right the way round. Excellent, brilliant. Now we're going to leave all this stuff, aren't we? So what's this stuff good for now?
This stuff's good for like making fires, but we can't really make a fire with this because it's wet.
Exactly, but yeah, it's not useful for us, but it's useful for other creatures, isn't it? What's living in there at the moment?
Animals.
Yeah, what sort of animals?
I saw some spiders.
Yeah.
I do not like spiders.
You do like, and there's maybe some woodlice.
Yep.
Maybe some earwigs.
Yep.
Maybe some millipedes.
Yep.
There's loads of what we call invertebrates. So lots of insects that are eating that wood, and the fungi will be attacking it. Right then, Finn, let's go. Finn, over here, this is something else we've come for today. Look what Daddy's found down there.
What is it? Is it a type of fungus or mushroom?
It is. So, can you get a stick or something and we'll get rid of this? Perfect, that's it. Give it a flick away.
Bye bye.
Excellent. Oh no, you've got another one in now.
Oh!
Get rid of that one. That's a live one. Actually, if that's pointing the other way, that's fine. We can work around that. So, what we're interested in is what's down here, this black stuff. Yeah, so Finn, this is a downed piece of birch.
Yeah.
But what we're interested in is this black stuff, which is sodden and damp. There's another little bit of it there. Now this is called chaga. So let's chop into it. Now the outer bit is always brown, almost black and crusty. Now I wouldn't harvest this if it was on a live tree, because we've actually got some at home, so we don't need it. But the fact this is downed, I want to cut this open and show you what colour it is. What colour do you think? It's black on the outside. What colour do you think it's going to be on the inside?
Brown.
Brown. It might even be different to that. So if we cut through there.
Oh yeah, this is brown. That's a pinky colour.
Pinky colour, do you reckon?
Yeah.
There we go. So it's actually, because it's so wet, you're not getting the full effect, because that could be
Black.
No, it's often like a really, can you see that's almost like a golden colour under there, and that's the colour of the inside of chaga. And this is another tinder fungus. So if you want to, do you want to have a go at sawing some of this?
Yes.
Okay, so come around here. We talked about how to use a saw properly. So get yourself into a better position. And forwards, backwards. Now, because it's wet, it's going to be a much trickier thing to try and saw. But just take it steady. Let the saw do the work. Saw, 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 saw. Brilliant. Right, we're almost there. Let Daddy finish that off now. So we're going to cut. So we can see now, and we can hear that we're now into the wood because it's changed. That sound has changed slightly.
I know what we can do.
Well, let's get rid of this first. Cut into there, and that should give us a lovely slice of chaga. Okay, that's 2 pieces cut. So we're going to take. We may as well take the rest of this, take it home and dry. We certainly couldn't light a fire with it at the moment because, as you can see, it's just soaking wet. But if we get it on the radiator at home,
the radiator,
yeah, it's going to be pretty tough because it's wet. And when it's wet, it means that the fibres, careful, keep it in there because if it flies out, it could catch one of us. But because it's so damp, it's clogging up the teeth on the saw. But you're doing really well. There we go, and I think it might be ready to break off that now, if you have a go. There we go. Those fantastic pieces of chaga. And we've lost a bit now, but we'll find that in a second. So far so good. Having a lovely morning. It's beautiful woodland, this one. Predominantly birch, with a bit of oak, a few other bit of beech around as well. Forecast some rain in probably anywhere from about half an hour to an hour's time, so most likely we'll have a brew and then think about maybe getting the tarp up or something. But we're still looking for 2 things on our shopping list. So 2 more sorts of fungus. What are they going to be? What we have to fin?
Horse hoof and
Birch.
birch bark.
Birch.
Polypore.
Polypore, that's the one, right?
I already found them.
Oh, well, I think you have. Let's keep going there. And so Finn has just found item number 3.
Yeah, I found it.
Which is what, Finn?
Horse hoof.
Fungus, exactly right. So we're not going to use, we could use a saw, but we're going to get the knife out for this again. Get them off the tree, you pretty much slide the knife behind and lever it away from the tree, just to sort of confirm this is a dead standing, so it's the sort that we're after. So it's going to be dry, but obviously we're not going to affect the tree. Right, Ben, let's go this way. Here's just another piece of chaga. You can really see it's growing out of the tree, really just pushing out. You can see the remnants of all the bark where it's just grown out the tree. Remember, you got your backpack on. What type of tree is that?
Oak.
It is an oak tree, well done.
This is nice.
Excellent. Lovely pond. Let's go this way. Let's find somewhere for a brew anyway.
I haven't got much water left.
I haven't used any water yet. I haven't been drinking enough actually. Right, can you pour some?
How much? 3?
Yeah, pour it in, I'll say when. Keep going. Lots more than that. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Stop. I think the rain's starting to change. are looking forward to this, aren't you? Smells amazing. A bit more. It's going to be very hot if you don't have some milk in it. That's it. I'll keep you warm, won't it now? How nice is that?
Good. It's better because it's called cooking good in the woods.
It is.
Did Dustin make this?
I don't think he made it himself. I think he got Amber to do it actually.
No.
He did. She's very talented, Amber.
No, she did.
Maybe she didn't.
That's not a lot of coffee.
Yeah, I'm going to top it up with the boiling water there. Enjoying your hot chocolate? Sounds like you're enjoying it. You think it tastes better out of wood as opposed to crockery?
Got to.
Or metal, yeah, I think so.
Yum.
You're that desperate for every calorie. So we've got birch bark, chaga.
That.
What would you call that? Other than really
Chaga.
rude. Burnt chaga.
Yeah.
Burp chaga.
I said burp chaga.
Burp chaga.
Yeah. Donkey, I think it is.
You think it's a donkey?
No.
When is your tooth going to fall out, Finn? It's just hanging on. Let's have a
Matt,
look.
I remember when Ada hit me yesterday, I was pouring out blood.
It was spurting blood. You were really brave. Right then, you finished?
Yeah.
Let's roll. Food. And hopefully avoid the rain.
Water.
It might be worth coming back here, you know, Finn, if we're going to get the bush box going, because this is deadfall, isn't it? It might still be living though. Well, it doesn't look. Some of it isn't. It's taken out another couple of trees. No, it is still green. That. Right, onwards. You looking forward to lunch, Finn?
Yep. We're going to have sausages and bacon. They're my favourite. Honeysuckle.
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 Carefully interchange that S for an F. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Blister. Alright, we'll have a look at that once we've got the bush box going.
Got them there. That means we're supposed to have one bun with sausages and one bun with burger.
Yeah, one with each one.
It's a bit dangerous, that is.
Why do you think it's dangerous?
You're cutting on an unstable piece.
That's really good, Finn. It's less than ideal, but it's raining. I need to get the tarp up. let's put in the burgers.
Can I have half?
We're going to sort of share it, yeah.
Can I have?
We'll share it, Finn, okay? Slightly, it's on the cusp of being too ripe, but I think we'll get away with it.
Oh, really? Where are you going to chuck that?
Take it with us, leave no trace.
What is that?
Ketchup.
Oh.
Don't judge us on the tar. Shocking, improvised. Not a lot to work with actually. A couple of trees, but mostly just tied off. So I think even describe that as a sapling would be generous. Not long now, Finn. You hungry?
Street soldiers killing the elderly.
Have a look at your burger, Finn. Wow. Delicious. Oh, they're delicious, aren't they? Do you want me to scoop that for you?
Yep. I'll eat the hot. You can put that on tomato. I'm going to eat one half of my with my burger, one half with my finger.
That's a good plan. Your nose is running like my nose is running. It's gone cold and damp and it just makes your nose run.
I know.
The fire's chilled out quite nicely now, so these sausages are kicking a treat. Hopefully they won't be cremated by the finish. God, you perked up, Finn. What a difference a burger makes, eh? You're much warmer now.
Yeah.
Bit of hot food, it makes all the difference. Which one's yours?
This one.
There you go, all yours. Which do you prefer, sausages or burger? Burger. Yeah.
Which
I think I agree. I think, yeah, burger for me as well, I think. Don't touch that, it's hot. Okay. Right, if you pour a bit in that, not loads, but just a bit more than that. A bit more. That's it.
A bit more?
Do you want to? Go on, pop a bit more into the measure. Not loads. That's it. That's it. Oh, that looks like a chocolate cake mix, doesn't it? Look at the colour of that.
That looks more like poo. Melted chocolate.
Let's go with melted chocolate, not poo. Okay. A bit more. Leave that for a few minutes. Just what? That's not a bit more, is it? That's stacks.
Belly stacks.
It is, isn't it? I think it's just a swamp now. Right, we'll leave that to soak in while we pack up. That's really good, Finn.
It actually kind of works with leaves.
Have you touched it there? You've got to feel whether it's still... So, well, that's just cold leaves. So get the leaves off. Back of your hand, because that's more sensitive than your fingertips. Feel it. Cold?
Yeah, they're still a bit warm.
How warm now? Well, it's not very warm, is it?
Quite warm for me. Alright, I'll cover it in.
Okay. Okay, Finn, right, final check. Fire's gone. Have we left any trace?
No.
Good, and that's because the motto is?
Leave no trace.
That is it, excellent. Right then, thanks very much for watching. We're going to leave it there because we're just going to sort of hoof it back to the car, which will only take 2 or 3 minutes or so because we're not too far away. You can probably hear the road in the background there. So we're gonna do that. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this first one. Hopefully we will get better with what we're doing. It is only our first attempt. So if you do like what you've seen and would consider subscribing or giving the hitting the like button, we would really appreciate it. I'm gonna say cheerio. I think, what are you gonna say, Finn? You're gonna say bye? And then you waited ages for this. Smash that lens. Suddenly realised that we completely forgot about the birch polypore after all that. So here it is. We just spotted some on the way out. It's quite soft, isn't it, Finn?
To take it?
No, we'll leave it for another time. But that is birch polypore. It looks like a living tree actually, but unfortunately it won't be living for that much longer because they are parasitic. Right then, anyway, thanks very much for watching. Finn, come back up the hill. You can smash the lens again. Go on, buddy, smash that lens. Say cheerio.
Cheerio!